Congratulations, Troy. Looking forward to having you in Charlotte. And you're the rare Panther draft pick who really grew up fairly close to Charlotte. I wonder if you were a Panther fan and/or went to Wofford ever for training camp and/or went to Bank of America Stadium ever for games.
So truly, just to begin, I wasn't necessarily a Panthers fan. Now I rooted for them in their Super Bowl runs with Jake Delhomme and Cam Newton. But for the most part, I really wasn't. Now being, a little leaguer, there was a time where I was awarded tickets to a game actually for one of my plays. So I as a youth went to a game before, and I have been to Wofford, not for their training camp, but I've been, there just for 7-on-7 stuff like that. I went to Charlotte for the Panthers 7-on-7 with my high school, and I've done a lot of different stuff with the Panthers.
Hey, Troy, Josh Klein, congratulations again. Obviously, you have incredible speed, 4.443. Besides the speed, what do you think is your best attribute on the playing field?
I think I'm a competitive beast. I think that, my will to win is higher than a lot of individuals. And I think, just my competitive edge is always going to keep me, with any athlete that I play against and in any system I play in. So, with that, comparing that with elite athleticism, speed you talk about, and then, honing in on my technique, I think it's just going to be a recipe for success.
Hey, Troy, wondered, I heard, I think it might have been Mel Kiper said that he thought maybe, on a different day, you might even been able to run like a 4.3 at the combine. Is that true? And what's the fastest times you put down, both 40s and track-wise?
So, a different day, I absolutely think that I would have, 9 out of 10 days, I would have ran a 4.3. It was just the one day that I went 4.40, and that happens. My fastest time, recorded at Notre Dame was a 4.28. So, pretty well versed with speed, especially. Track, though, I ran the 60, the 100, 200s, indoor and outdoor. So, in that, my fastest 60 was a 6.7. My fastest 100 was a 10.42. So, absolutely ready to run with anybody.
Hey, Troy, I'm Jason Brown with Spectrum News in Charlotte, and I'm curious, have you thought, or has it sunk in yet, the prospect of the opportunity to play as much as you might have at cornerback, and then obviously not only the quarterbacks that you would have to guard against, but also the receivers you would get to go up against on a one-on-one basis possibly this year?
Absolutely. I've already, envisioned that. I'm already setting myself up for that. I've always been working for the best. And to, have the best in our division, Michael Thomas, Julio Jones, Mike Evans, Tom Brady, Drew Brees, and all those guys, Matt Ryan, it's going to be wonderful. You relish those opportunities, you relish that moment to compete against the best because, shoot, the cream's going to rise to the top.
Hey, Troy, welcome. Congratulations. Jordan Rodriguez with The Athletic. I saw that you were a film studies major. And I was wondering why you chose to go into that, if you have a particular affinity for, being a creative or filmmaking.
So, yeah, I do. I chose to go into that because moreover, I'm interested in, the broadcast realm of, TV. But, just having the opportunity to kind of create some movies, act in some, doing a lot of different stuff with that, helped me to be more well-versed and really helped me to enjoy my college experience.
Troy, David Newton, ESPN.com. I'm curious, a fellow South Carolinian here. Why did you choose to go to Notre Dame and not stay in state and go to Clemson or South Carolina?
So at the time, Clemson was, kind of on their up and up, and they were recruiting other states. And then the University of South Carolina had a coaching change when Coach Spurrier announced he's retiring. So truly, those were my last two offers. And, I was just, recruited heavier by Notre Dame. I took a visit up there and loved it. And just knew that was the place that, I could excel the most at the time. So
Troy, Jason Huber, WFNZ, could you touch a little bit more on, just being a two-sport athlete at Notre Dame, how kind of track helped you on the field as a football player, and just, how that kind of, prepared you now to enter the NFL?
I think track is interesting because, it's just you. You're not relying on anyone else to help you unless you're on a relay team. If you don't perform, you're not going to do well that day. So, I think it really upped my competitive nature. Running and doing football workouts. It also, made me be more mentally tough, fighting adversity. Like doing both, basically my whole life has always, been a benefit to me. And I think, especially in college, running against guys that are training all year for ACCs and big time track meets, and to go out there, compete and win was one of the best moments I could have had. And then it helped me to get on the football field and see everybody and know that, I can do it.
Hey, Troy, congratulations. I was just curious, how interested did you know the Panthers were, and did you talk to them at the Senior Bowl? I know they were probably impressed with what you did there, but what were your interactions with them like leading up to today?
So I talked to Coach Coop at the Senior Bowl. We sat down and had a little discussion. Now they were a little bit harder on me at the combine, and I got drilled by Coach Simmons a little bit. But truly, getting on the FaceTime interview with them, Coach Rule, Marty, Coach Coop, and just seeing everybody was, really one of the things that kind of showed that they were really interested. To have the GM, the head coach, the position coach, special teams coach all on there was, amazing to see. And it just showed their true interest. Now, you never know with the draft, people could blow smoke all the time, but, they seemed genuine, and they were, obviously.
Hey, Troy, with the track background, I'm sure you know this, but your counterpart in the secondary, Dante Jackson, quite the track athlete as well. Are you guys familiar with each other? I know that the track and field world is kind of a small world, small community. So did you guys have any experience with each other?
Not personally. No, we played their team, and I always saw him at the top of the, college football's fastest individuals. So, other than that, I've obviously seen him play, seen what he can do. But, we're going to meet personally, obviously, with the Panthers, so it should be fun.
Troy, Scott Fowler from the Charlotte Observer again. Dante and many other cornerbacks in the NFL are very confident, and it sounds like you share that. Do you think teams made a mistake by waiting until the fourth round to choose you?
Absolutely. No question. I think that, just the potential that I have and the way that I work is going to set me up for success. And the Carolina Panthers will see that success. And, everyone else will just have to, watch from afar. And, I'm not mad at anybody. I'm not bitter about anything, but I know how I work. I know what I do. And I know that, what I'm capable of, and I'm going to get to it.
Troy, why did you think you did drop a little bit, and is your intention to be a day one starter here?
Wait, can you repeat that one more time, please?
Just wondered why you think you may have dropped a little in the draft, and do you intend to be a day one starter with the Panthers?
I never know. You never know why you would drop. It's God's plan. I'm never in control, of those kind of things. So, I'm okay with it. I didn't drop. I fell into the right place. And absolutely. That's what you work for. I don't work to be, just somebody in the facilities. I want to be the best of the facilities. And if that's a day one starter, then that's a day one starter. If that's a special teams role, that's a special teams role. If that's a nickel role, that's a nickel role. Whatever the team, needs me to do to be the best player that I can be, I'll do it.
Troy, last year in the Panthers locker room. Oh, sorry, Jordan. There was a lot of talk about a practice field race between Dante Jackson, DJ Moore, Curtis Samuel, some of the faster guys on the team. Where do you think you would place in that race once you get on the field with your teammates?
Well, I think, truly, if I get that first step, sure. It's up for grabs. The day I walked on Notre Dame's campus, I was the fastest guy, and I believe it again. Now, you got 40 times, you got this, that, and the third, but sure, if we run, I want to see it happen.
Hey, Troy, I just wonder if you could expand a little bit on some things you enjoy off the field, a couple of things, maybe hobbies or pursuits that you're interested in outside of football.
Let me see. I mean, I'm an avid Netflix watcher, absolutely. Multiple shows that I could recommend and movies. I've got a whole list. But truly just being with my family, relaxing with them and shoot, playing spades. If you know how to play spades, I'm an avid spades player as well. So you play some cards. Not much in the video games, but I can do it. And then for sure, just watching Netflix.
What are the last couple Netflix shows you binged?
Jeez, Money Heist. Obviously, you got to binge that one. This isn't on Netflix, but Power. The last time I watched Power, quick. And then The Office. Always like whenever I have time, I'm gonna watch The Office. So yeah, that's my list probably.
Favorite character in The Office?
I love Dwight. I mean, like the dude just acts differently than everybody else, and then like him. I don't want to spoil anything for anybody if you haven't seen it, but the end, seeing him, be himself is the best part.
Hey Troy, one last one for you. Just who are you with today, and where are you watching all this go down?
So I'm in Greer, South Carolina with my family. My mom, my dad, some of my aunties, some of my uncles, and just the family, my brothers, sisters, and the people that are closest to me. Truly, the 9 people that are closest to me because of social distancing.
You don't pronounce that grr like a lot of people up there?
Nah, it's just Greer. A lot of people, will just Greer it, but I'm just Greer.
There's a player from up the road there, Josh Norman, that was with the Panthers a few years ago. Did you guys ever meet or?
I didn't meet him, but I know of him. Obviously, I've watched a lot of his film, especially in Carolina. Goodness gracious, he was an All-Pro, during his years in Carolina. So hopefully, I can take something from him in that moment. But no, I haven't got a chance to meet him, but I know of him.
Troy, where have you been running during this quarantine? Like, where's the best place for you to get some laps in or get some sprints in?
So usually I just run around my house. But for the most part, I'll go up to our middle school. So I'm right here near Riverside Middle School. And I'll go up there and, run, get on the field a couple times, run some hills, do some, workouts so that, I'm staying sharp, so I'm ready to go anywhere. And you stay ready so you don't have to get ready.
All right, guys. Thank you for the time. Troy, we appreciate it.
Thanks,
Troy.
Thanks, Troy. Congratulations.
Good luck, Troy.
Keep pounding.